Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Copper Weld Arena in Tullahoma, Tennessee. We're on the campus of Motlow State Community College. Trying to work through some technical issues here already as we start today's basketball game between the Motlow State Bucks and the Vol State Pioneers. This is Tim Reese on the Vol State Sports Network, as we have a couple of teams selected in the bottom half of the TCCAA coaches poll. Vol State predicted to finish 7th in the conference. Motlow State predicted to finish last in 11th. Motlow State still looking for their first win of the year. They're 0-6 and 0-2 in conference play. All State overall record of 2-4, 1-1 in conference play. As I believe we have our technical issues handled with regard to our cameras. I appreciate the hospitality of Motlow State and the athletic director, Ross Fanning, and his staff for allowing me to be able to broadcast today's game on the Vol State Sports Network, and located up on the second level right behind the scores table. Able to get up a couple cameras, and including one trained right on the scoreboard. It's not the Toyota of Gallatin scoreboard, but it does the job. Let's get to the Toyota of Gallatin starting lineups. First for the visitors, All State, coached by Johnny Lynn. He's assisted by Greg Law and his oldest son, John Thomas Lynn. Taylor Groves, Willie Wilson, John Lloyd, Jaden Nesbitt, and Levante Bobo Ivory are the five going to be put out there to start the ball game for the Motlow State Bucks, who are coached by Jade Patrick, assisted by Nick Porter. It'll be Nathan Dillingham, Xavier Sanders, Anthony Hanna, Taylor Stovall, and Tony Petties. Yes, both teams are depleted. Both teams had issues in their last games. Tristan Fleming, who leads all scorers in the TCCAA in the 23.4 scoring average, is sitting this game and their next game. He was ejected in the game against Pellissippi State. He got 2 technical fouls, which are his second and third of the year. 7th in the conference in free throw percentage at 85.4. And he hit 8 threes in a game against Columbia State, scored 38 points in a loss to the Chargers. For Vol State, sitting today, and I assume they're not even here. They didn't come on the bus. I don't think they're even allowed in the gym. Isaiah Fuller and Dayon Subaran. Hopefully they are watching back at their place in Gallatin, Tennessee, to today's broadcast. If you are, fellas, try to bring home a victory for you. Your teammates here as the starting lineups are being announced. I believe that is Ross Fanning, the athletic director here, who's doing that. Our athletic director for Vol State, he's done that, Bobby Hudson. And it'll be 2 20-minute halves. This game goes a lot faster than that women's game. The Lady Pioneers collected their first conference win of the year, winning 72-51 over the Lady Bucks of Motlow. So I'll try to keep up with the 3 cameras that we have, all the while trying to keep a score sheet that will make some sense later on. John Lloyd, freshman from Mount Juliet, Tennessee, will face off against Taylor Stovall. He's a sophomore from Winchester, Tennessee, Franklin County High School. And the tip is collected by the Pioneers, Taylor Groves, and we have a clock problem already as the shot clock is not moving. So Lead referee Jason Creek is at the scorer's table. His two umpires are Aaron Denton and Andrew Walzak. They have things figured out. John Lloyd in the paint, and he's going to go right up and in for the first bucket of the ball game. And again, a whistle blows. An apparent clock problem. And we are having some trouble getting started here. Nathan Dillingham from Fairview, Tennessee. Fairview High School will inbound the basketball. That is Xavier Zanders from Memphis Cordova High School, being guarded by Levante Ivory. Hannah up to Stovall, over to Dillingham, started to drive, brings it back out. Hannah will give it up to Dillingham, tries the baseline. His pass is off, and Levante Ivory will go right to the rim and off the glass and in. Ivory averaging 9.8 points a game. Ball State leads 4-0. Full court pressure broken by the Motlow State Bucks. Anthony Hannah over to Dillingham, and his three is no good. Rebound to Taylor Groves, and he gets it up quickly to Levante Ivory, and that is an easy bucket for Ivory. Give an assist to Taylor Groves. He saw Ivory racing up the court, and quickly Motlow State will call a 30-second timeout. All right, thank you, Christian Lynn, for the heads up on my cam link. I'd like to fix our scoreboard. Some gremlins get in. Just a one-man band here, folks, so bear with me. Try to get that figured out. Got a scoreboard at one end and a traveling violation called on Zanders. Taylor Groves with the basketball. He sees inside, wide open was John Lloyd, and he gets one off the backboard and in. Lloyd with a couple buckets early. 8-0, Vol State leads. Have to get that fixed maybe at the next break. And Taylor Groves goes up to deny the pass to Taylor Stovall, and he's going to pick up the personal foul. Ball out of bounds to Motlow State. Up court. Pass. Tracked down by Zanders. He'll kick out to the corner, and Dillingham for three is good. Quickly up court again to Ivory. He's hustling but can't get the pass. And Anthony Hannah gets the slam dunk. And a turnover at the baseline by Jaden Nesbitt. Turns the ball over. So 5 quick points by Motlow State. And Hannah shuffled his feet, but his shot is no good. Rebound to Groves, and the pass is stolen by Dillingham. Now Zanders over to Tony Petties. Hannah thought about a three. Pulls it back out. Zanders will reset with Ivory all over him. Into the corner. Petty's out to Dillingham. He'll fire from three and he'll hit. 8-8. That was fast. Down 8-0 and then put 8 on the board quickly. Ivory open for three. Has not been successful there. Drives to the baseline, or drives to the basket. Rob Correa, who's checked in the game, gets the rebound. Groves to Ivory. They're going to let him have that shot. 9 on the shot clock. Correa will drive. It seemed like he took a couple steps, but ball's knocked out of bounds with 5 seconds on the shot clock. 8-8, 16:32 to go. I'm working on my camera. Not sure what has happened to that. Willie Wilson with three on the shot clock. Ivory will send one up, and it ends up clanking off the back of the iron and hits the strap above the backboard out of bounds to Motlow State. Dillingham inbounds to Zanders. Full court pressure by Ball State. No press though. Zanders now being double teamed. Willie Wilson is going to get that one, and he's going to lay it right over the rim and in. Levante Ivory has come up with an injury, and he will come off the court. He's replaced by Cannon Hale. – 10-8 Vol State, 16:05 to go. Gillingham knocked down 2 threes. He's going to be fouled by Cannon Hale. That'll be his first, team second. Out of bounds to Motlow State with 15 on the shot clock. Jaden Nesbitt will check in. He's the Jersey Mike sub in for John Lloyd. Wilson trying to check Zanders. Good bit of height difference there. Taylor Groves and Hannah attached at the hip. Tony Petty's can't get the roll. Rebound to Jaden Nesbitt. Give it up to Willie Wilson. Now in the corner for Cannon Hale for three. No good, a little strong. And Rob Correa had a rebound and he absolutely got hammered. No call. Taylor Groves goes to the bucket and has it knocked out. All alone underneath is Taylor Stovall. He'll slam it home to tie this game up. $15 minutes to go. Willie Wilson for three. No good. Stovall with the rebound. Anthony Hannah drives to the basket, pulls up. Petty's for three. It's no good. Rebound again to Nesbitt. And he is going to clear it out of there. Tried. Cannon Hale thought that Nesbitt was going to continue to the basket. It ends up being kicked out of bounds. It'll be Ball State basketball. Three-point shot by Hale. No good. High to get the rebound was Correa, but he has it taken out of his hand by Stovall. Still working to get it out of there as Motlow State, and they finally do. Dillingham, he's going to fire for three. He likes this gym. He's got 3 3-pointers. And Motlow State takes their first lead of the ball game, coming up on 14 minutes to go in the half. Wilson pass to the shins of Rob Correa. Over to Taylor Groves, fakes a three, and he's going to go to the basket. Left-handed layup, no good. I don't think it hit the rim. Going to have to fire away. Groves sets. They do reset the shot clock, and his shot from the corner is no good. Hannah's going to go right to the chest of Rob Correa, and he's going to pick up the blocking foul. Keep calling him Correa. He actually goes by Correa, Rob Correa. At the line will be Anthony Hanna, averaging 14.3 points per game and 7 rebounds. He is second on the club in scoring. This is the first free throw. Cooper Harris and John Lloyd will check in. Rob Correa and, let's see, was it Taylor Groves that checked out? Nope, Taylor's still in the ball game. 1 of 2 at the line is Hanna. 14-10 lead, 13:34 to go in the first half. Ball State came out hot, and another kicked ball. 21 seconds on the shot clock. 13:21 on the 28 on the game clock. You weren't with us in the women's game. There's a bird flying around here in the Cooper Weld Arena. John Lloyd down at the block, being guarded by Stovall, has the ball knocked out of bounds, and it will go out of bounds off of a Motlow State buck. Let's see, will that be 30? No, we'll put 20 on the shot clock. As Levante Ivory will check in for Cannon Hale. They'll put 16 on the shot clock. Taylor Groves will inbound to a young man they call Bobo. Said he's been called that since he was a little kid. I asked him, I said, how would you introduce yourself to me? Bobo's got it in the corner for 3, no good. Tapped out by Lloyd, but it will go out of bounds to Motlow State. Willie Wilson coming up to the scorer's table, and he's going to check in for Ivory. Not sure if Johnny Lynn's not seeing what he wants to see out of Ivory after, not sure if that was an ankle issue or a leg issue. Sanders palms the ball, and his shot does not count. 14-10 now, just under 13 minutes to go in the first half. Ball State 8-0 coming out of the chute. They've been outscored 14-2. Grove step back, fakes a 3, gets underneath the basket, gets one up off the glass for 2. That's Taylor's first bucket of the ball game. Willie Wilson all over Sanders. Wilson, the smallest guy on the court, but he plays hard in the ball game. Number 10, Roth Clark. Dillingham spots up for 3, and he hits again. That's 4 for Nathan Dillingham from Fairview, Tennessee. Inside to Nesbitt. This is, I believe, his first shot, and it's short. Rebound to Dillingham. Hanna fakes a 3, gets John Lloyd off his feet. Out to Dillingham. He's going to fire quickly. He misses this time. Out of bounds. Nathan Dillingham, the 3rd leading scorer on the Bucks. As apparently we got an issue with maybe Anthony Hanna. Not sure if he's got some blood on him. Checking in for him is Adam Olds. Adam Olds and Roth Clark. Tony Petties. Nathan Dillingham and Taylor Stovall, the 5 in for Motlow State. Cooper Harris, he's checked in. Over to John Lloyd and Taylor Groves. Nesbitt at the top of the key. Thought about a 3, steps in and shoots. It's no good. Rebound to Petties. And the Bucks are off and running. Dillingham, say he was open at the 3-point line. And now the pass will go out of bounds. Petties thought he had Dillingham open on the block. Cannon Hale and Rob Correa check in for Cooper Harris and Jaden Nesbitt. Nesbitt, the tallest player on the team for Vol State at 6'8", 200 pounds. He's from Huntsville, Alabama, Oakwood Academy. 17-12. Wilson's going to go to the rack, and he's going to get it off the glass and in. Willie Wilson's not afraid to go inside. Willie Wilson is all over Adam Olds. We got an offensive foul, deep foul on Cannon Hale. He must have been holding. It was just over my computer, so I didn't see that infraction, but that's his second foul. 4 team fouls for Vol State, no fouls for Motlow State. Adam Olds from Arlington, Tennessee, drives to the basket, dishes to Stovall, picks up his second bucket. Taylor Grove's going to go right to the hole and have his shot blocked, but apparently Taylor Stovall got a little bit of Grove's arm. Picks up that first foul for the Bucks. 19-14. Motlow State leads. Taylor Groves to the line for 2. Leading scorer for Vol State at 14.7 points per game. That's tied for 13th in the conference, and way strong on this first free throw attempt. He is just under 56% on the young season. Checking in for Motlow State is Isaiah Breeden, 0 for 2. Rob Correa has that one knocked out of bounds. He was trying to get the offensive rebound. Levante Ivory checks in for Taylor Groves. Olds hands it off to Dillingham, and now it's over to Roth Clark, who throws it out of bounds. Olds started to cut to the basket. Clark thought he was going to stay put. Jade Patrick is the interim head coach here at Motlow State for the men's team. Assisted by Nick Porter, also assisted with the women's team. John Lloyd at the top of the key, over to Cannon Hale. His 3 ball is no good, and Rob Correa is going to be called for a push-off. That's going to be his second. That's 5 on Vol State. We're just under the 10-minute mark. Need a towel, apparently. Let's see if I can try to fix our technical issues here. Timeout was called. Apparently a 30-second timeout. Either that or we're having some major issues with the floor down there. It'll give me a little bit of time to try to see if I can fix this. Got a camera that's set up right at the scoreboard. And for some reason it worked for the women's game, but is not working now for the men's game. And it's not a camera issue. So AJ Fawson, what does he say? He says, well, unplug it and plug it back in, see if that works. That's what we're going to try. One-man band here on the broadcast. I don't have AJ Fawson and all the Vol State students, Paris Howard and Gloria Taylor and Tamira Dreer, all those folks to handle all the technical issues. I'm not sure what's happening, unless the bird is. I think there's some blood down there. That's what the problem is. So they are cleaning up the blood. There we go. And now we'll do this on the spot. This is good TV, folks. Oh, and it's backwards. That's good. Let's see if that will do it. Nope. I'm going to take a break, see if I can get this figured out. Maybe we'll be back and ready to play. Well, folks, I can't get it figured out. Hey, maybe I got it now. There it is, 9:57 to go, and there is blood apparently everywhere on the court as our officials are pointing out the spots. And Nick Porter, the assistant coach, and I'm not sure who the other gentleman is, but probably a staff member here at Motlow State. Try to get a recap here. And thanks to Christian Lynn, the softball coach, and youngest son of Johnny and Kimberly Lynn. Johnny Lynn, his second year of Ball State basketball coach after 30 years of softball. Christian sent me a text and said, hey, your scoreboard camera's not working. Appreciate him. Checking my texts here. Well, we're having cleanup mode here. Not quite as big of an issue as it would have been a few years ago. COVID and, of course, HIV and all that a number of years ago. But we are ready for action as Motlow State will inbound with a full 30 seconds on the shot clock. Let's get a reset. Nathan Dillingham, Adam Olds, Roth Clark, Tony Petties, and Isaiah Breeden, the 5 in for Motlow State. Apparently we still have some more spots that are being found. For the Vol State Pioneers, Rob Correa, Willie Wilson, Levante Ivory, John Lloyd, and Jaden Nesbitt, the 5 in for Vol State. Vol State went out to an 8-0 lead, and Motlow State tied it and then went up. Ended up being 14-10. Now it's 19-4, 14. Vol State with a full court pressure. Now broken. Adam Olds starts the offensive possession. Clark over to Dillingham. 15 on the shot clock. John Lloyd, tough man to get through. Adam Olds will fire for 3, and it's no good. Jaden Nesbitt with the rebound. Levante Ivory now up court for Vol State, and he dribbles it right to Roth Clark. Lost the handle. And Clark almost lost the handle as well. Motlow State 0-6. Overall 0-2 in conference play, and that ball is stolen away by Jaden Nesbitt. Ivory's going to get it across and up to Nesbitt. Starting to go right to the basket, does, and his 8-footer is a little bit strong. A personal foul is going to be called on John Lloyd. It's his first, team 6th. Taylor Groves will check back in for Vol State. Full court pressure. Adam Olds says, go back quickly. Taylor Groves over. And now Olds gets it across just as a 10-second clock was going off. Anthony Hanna back in the ball game. He was the culprit of all the blood. Olds drives now over to Dillingham. On the clock, firing away is Olds. It is no good. Jaden Nesbitt gets the rebound, but they are not allowed to get the fast break going. They go ahead and stop play for the shot clock violation. Jaden Nesbitt trying to get rid of it. He took his eye off the ball as Taylor Groves threw it right back to him. Now he got it back. 15 on the shot clock. Rob Correa over to John Lloyd. And Taylor Groves looking for a screen. We're going to have an offensive foul. I believe this is going to be on John Lloyd. Yeah, it is. Lloyd being a little aggressive. That's the 7th team foul, but it's a player control foul. It means offensive foul, so that don't shoot free throws, the bonus free throws on that. Nice hit as that ball is nearly stolen by Nesbitt. John Lloyd fighting with Isaiah Breeden, and it is a jump ball. Let's see if I can see the alternate possession. I think it goes to Motlow State, and it will, with the bird flying free here in the Copper Weld Arena. And we have another offensive foul. It's at least the 3rd or 4th offensive foul. That's going to be on Breeden. That'll be his first. Only the 2nd team foul in 12 minutes and 15 seconds of play here in the first half. This has been a very sloppy game. Willie Wilson dribbles over to Nesbitt's going to take an old-fashioned three-pointer, but it's no good. And Dillingham up to Clark. His 3 is no good. Rebound bounces around and picked out of there by Anthony Hanna, and that's the first bucket of the ball game in a while. Hanna now with 5. Wilson's shot, or Ivory's shot, is blocked by Breeden out of bounds. 24 on the shot clock, 7:13. Okay, so that Cam link is still not working. Frozen. Inside to Nesbitt. Ivory over to Correa. Now back to Nesbitt, and his shot is blocked. 9 on the clock. Nesbitt finally gets it up and in. Not sure what's going on with that camera. But we've got scoreboards on either end of the court. As the slow runner by Clark is no good. Wilson the other way. He goes right to the backboard, and we're going to have a foul called. It'll be on Roth Clark. That's his first. As several subs come in for Motlow State. Adam Olds, Taylor Stovall, and Xavier Sanders. In for Ball State is Akil King. Transfer 6'8" forward from Brevard College. An alley-oop to Jaden Nesbitt as he calmly drops it through. 21-18. Motlow State with the lead. Olds now double team. Wilson's going to get it up to Jaden Nesbitt. This probably won't be as calm. It will not. Another slam dunk for Jaden Nesbitt. Ball State now down by 1. Adam Olds, a little trouble with Willie Wilson guarding him so closely. Anthony Hanna now over to Pettis. He's going to drive to the lane, being guarded by Akil King. 3-man weave. And a 3-point shot by Hanna is good. Grove's going to go right to the rim. Kick out to Willie Wilson. Akil King wearing the glasses for the first time that I've seen. Avante Ivory for 3, no good. Rebound to Taylor Stovall. 24-20. Wilson's going to pick up the foul there. And Xander should go to the line. That's Wilson's first foul of the half. Xander's from Memphis Cordova High School will go to the free throw line. He's been there 7 times this year. He's 2 for 7, make it 3 for 8. Take that back, that's just 3-point shots. I don't print these things big enough. 1 for 2, Rose. Cooper Harris open for 3, but he didn't even look for the shot. Nesbitt's going to go on the right side and up off the glass, and he's going to get the bucket and the foul. Foul's going to be called. Foul on Adam Olds. His first, give the bucket to Nesbitt. 8 for him in the first half. His first free throw attempt. Ball State 0 for 2 from the stripe. He picks up the 3-point play. Ball State down by a bucket. A 2-point bucket. 5 minutes to go in the first half. Motlow breaks the press. Sanders getting a screen from Stovall, and now Akil King goes to the hoop. Olds for 3, no good. Rebound tapped around. Groves comes out of there with it. Looking up court, he's got Ivory to the left. Cooper Harris over to Groves. He goes to the basket and good. We're all tied up. Groves can get his shot off whenever he wants. Very athletic player from East Robertson High School. Olds nearly traveled. corner. Three-point shot, no good. Cooper Harris finally gets a hold of the loose ball up to Groves. Now over to Harris. He'll set up the offense. Not sure if they having trouble with the ball or not. They just don't seem to be handling the ball well. Groves, a jumper in the paint, no good. One and done for Vol State. Up comes Xander. Fake shot and a drive by Clark, but the putback by Hanna is good. Keel King being guarded by Clark. Levante Ivory goes right to the rim, misses. Nesbitt with the putback. He now has 11. Stolen by Cooper Harris. Pull it out. Nesbitt's going to go right to the rim and miss the left-handed layup. Quickly up court are the Bucks. Three-point shot, no good. Rebound to Groves, and he is back the other way. Cooper Harris with a nice bounce pass by Groves. Gets his first bucket. And a timeout by Motlow State. And it'll be a full timeout. I'll take it with them, see if I can figure out this camera. I'm not sure what it's showing over there, but 29-27, Vol State with the lead with 2:35 to go in the first half. Well, it's not ESPN quality here, folks, but what do you expect with a one-man band? And but working hard anyway. 29-27, Vol State leads, 2:35 to go. I think my camera is back working now. It'll be Motlow State basketball. We have the full length of the court to go. And 5 seconds to get there. And Nathan Dillingham goes right to the chest of John Lloyd, and the shot is missed. Willie Wilson's going to go 1-on-2 and pass down low to Taylor Groves and gets the hanging in the air shot to go. 6 for Groves. Roth Clark has the basketball, being guarded by Cooper Harris. Man-to-man defense for Vol State. 31-27, Pioneers lead. Dillingham nearly drugged the foot. Clark's shot is blocked out of bounds by Cooper Harris. Cooper, a redshirt sophomore from Goodyear, Arizona, now makes his home with his family in Gallatin. 6'3", 190-pound redshirt sophomore. 4 on the shot clock, and the alley-oop collected by Taylor Stovall. He comes down with the ball and makes the bucket. 6 for Stovall unofficially. Minute and a half to go in the first half. 31-29, Vol State leads. Groves sees Harris in the corner. Pass not able to be handled. They'll reset. Groves spots for 3. Good! Taylor Groves has not had the best of luck from the three-point line, but he gets that one to go. Nice cross-court pass, but Dillingham either took his eye off of it or was not expecting that pass to be quite as heated, and he goes out of bounds. It'll be Vol State basketball. Rob Correa now in the game. Checks in for Cooper Harris. John Lloyd, Willie Wilson, Rob Correa, Taylor Groves, and Levante Ivory And he's going to spot up for another three. This is no good. Rebound to Motlow State. Xavier Zanders. Got a couple Z's there. He drives into the lane. Left-handed runner is short. Anthony Hanna is going to be called for a travel after he thought about a three-point shot and didn't. He faked himself out. Ball State now with a 5-point lead, 36.9 on the game clock. Willie Wilson sees John Lloyd all alone, and with the reverse layup, it's good. Lloyd with 6 in the first half. There's another steal, turnover, and a foul there on Dillingham. Probably a pretty good foul. They're not in the, Ball State not in the bonus yet, and that's Dillingham's only his first. 5 team fouls on Motlow State as head coach Johnny Lynn is directing traffic, telling Rob Correa where to take the ball out. He's going to give it up to Taylor Groves. They call a timeout. With 11.7 seconds on the clock, we'll keep it right here. Give you a player spotlight. Let's see who we have today. How about we go with Willie Wilson, 5'8", sophomore. He's back for his second year. Nashville, Tennessee native from East High School. Started his collegiate career at UT Chattanooga playing football. He's a general studies major, the son of Willie and Grace Wilson, brother to Alicia, Brianna, Craig, and Curious. Hello to Grandma Nisi and Granddaddy and Granny if they're listening in. Thanks to High Point Health for their support of Ball State basketball. They were formerly known as the Sumner Regional Medical Center. They are our sponsors for our player spotlight. Ball State basketball quickly up court. Levante Ivory with 7.5. He goes right to the rim and he gets the layup to go and gets the foul as well. Another very athletic player, Levante Ivory. Foul on Stovall. Ivory with the bucket. .4 seconds on the game clock, and he makes the old-fashioned three-point shot entering the game for Ball State. Rob Correa checks in for John Lloyd for defense. Full length of the court. Pass up to Zanders. He gets all the way to the lane, but his shot is no good. And that is the end of the first half. Ball State, not the best half, I wouldn't say, that they've played, but did end up playing some good defense and kept Motlow State to only 29 points. They ran out quickly to a 14-10 lead, did Motlow State, but then only mustered 15 points the rest of the half. Ball State 39, Motlow State 29. We're at the half. We'll take a break and be right back on the Ball State Sports Network. Welcome back to halftime of the men's game between Motlow State and Vol State. The Pioneers lead 39-29. Here are the unofficial statistics. First for Vol State, leading scorer is Jaden Nesbitt. He has 11. Taylor Groves with 9. Levante Ivory with 7. John Lloyd has 6 points. Willie Wilson with 4, and Cooper Harris with a 2-point field goal for a total of 39 points. 2 for 4 from the free throw stripe are the Pioneers. They had 1 3-point bucket in the first half. For Motlow State, they had 5 3-pointers. 4 of those were by Nathan Dillingham, who leads all scorers with 12. Anthony Hanna is second on the team with 10 points. 6 for Taylor Stovall and 1 point for Xavier Zanders for a total of 29. They also are 2 for 4 from the free throw line. The Pioneers 1-1 in conference play, looking for their second victory in conference. Last year we're 4-14 in the conference. It was good enough for 8th. Last year these two teams hooked up both home and away, and Motlow State took both ball games. Ball State lost at home 103-79, lost by 24 points, and made it a game here on the campus of Motlow State a year ago, but lost 90-85. Motlow finished 5th in the conference with an 11-7 record, but they are having a tougher time this year, and it's not helped by having their leading scorer Tristan Fleming out for a couple ball games due to an ejection from the Pellissippi State game on Wednesday. He is averaging 23.4 points a game. That's number 1 in the conference. So the Vol State players have come back onto the court. 4.5 minutes to go before halftime is over, and get you some. There's one other score that is showing is completed. Chattanooga State at home defeated Jackson State 74-68. Let's see if we can get the men's standings. See if that's added in there yet. It is not. Columbia State, Pellissippi State, and Jackson State prior to today were undefeated at 2-0. Roane State, Southwest Tennessee also undefeated. They were 1-0 in conference play. Chattanooga State, of course, the first victim for the Pioneers in conference. Last week, they are 1-1. Cleveland State 0-2. Walter State 0-2. Dyersburg and Motlow State also 0-2 in conference play in men's TCCAA basketball. You can go on the TCCAA.com website and see all the information there for conference play for all the sports. I said the leading scorer is Tristan Fleming, 23.4 points a game. The leader in rebounds, I believe it's Walter Campbell with Roane State at 10.2. Coming into today's game, Jaden Nesbitt was second with 9 rebounds per game. No other players in the top 5 of 3-point percentage or field goal percentage for either team. Cannon Hale averaging 7 points a game. It shut out in the first half for Vol State. Leading scorer is Taylor Groves. He's got 9 toward his 14.7 points per game. Vol State will be back in action on Monday night. Both women and men take on Calhoun Community College. The men have already played Calhoun and took a loss down at Calhoun in the early season. That was the second game of the year. their first loss, a 94-72 defeat at the Calhoun Kickoff Classic. So the return trip for, I believe they're the Warhawks, will be at the Richard Moore Gymnasium on Monday night. 5 o'clock is game time for the women. 7 o'clock tentative start time for the men. Then next Wednesday, women and men will travel to Memphis to take on Southwest Tennessee. I will actually be broadcasting that game, but it won't be on the Vol State Sports Network. It will be on Game Time Sports Network for Jay Harper, who is the broadcaster for Southwest Tennessee. He's also the broadcaster for Pellissippi State, and both of those teams have home games that night, so I'm going to help him out. And you'll go to the Southwest Tennessee website to find the link, but it is called the Game Time Sports Network. Hopefully whoever's handling the Vol State basketball social media will have that posted as well. Looks like we are underway. It'll be Vol State basketball, and Vol State will be scoring to your right this time. Levante Ivory, Taylor Groves, John Lloyd, Willie Wilson, and Jaden Nesbitt, the original starting five in for Vol State. Willie Wilson has it in the corner, gives it up to Taylor Groves. He goes to the rim and lays it in for a quick two. Vol State up by 12. Nathan Dillingham up court, and it's collected by Tony Petties, being guarded by John Lloyd, who has 3 fouls. All alone underneath the basket is Anthony Hanna. Somebody forgot about Hanna. Ivory being guarded by Nathan Dillingham, leading scorer in the ball game at halftime at 12. Groves tried to sneak one into Jaden Nesbitt down there just outside the block, but it's knocked out of bounds by Taylor Stovall. I mean, if it isn't one thing, it's another, Christian. I need you up here, buddy. Ball's thrown away. It'll go over to Motlow State, so a turnover for Vol State. Christian Lynn, I don't know what I'd do without you, bud. Thank you, and thanks for this Apple Watch, because my phone doesn't go off. Levante Ivory is going to tie up Zanders, and Jade Patrick not happy with the decision from Andrew Walzak that was not a foul. It is a jump ball. I believe we are back up and running. Thank you, Christian. It went from a television production to a radio production. Way down court. Pass in from Dillingham to Zanders. Now Stovall thought he saw Petties. Pass is knocked away. John Lloyd will get it up court to Taylor Groves. It's going to go right down the lane. Left-handed layup is good. Vol State back to 12-point lead. Groves is going to pick up the foul at mid-court. That will be Taylor's second foul of the ball game. Christian Lynn is the Toyota of Gallatin supporter of the game here already. Stovall has the ball at the elbow. He gives it to the cutting Dillingham, but he gets stopped. Hanna will give it back to Dillingham. Will go right down and miss the layup. Correa with the rebound. Willie Wilson across the timeline into the front court Sees Groves in the far corner. He's going to fire a three and hit. Taylor Groves is hot in the second half. That's his second 3-point field goal. That might have been an over and back. Not called. Petty's going to go to the rim or go to the lane. He's going to get cut off. Dillingham's three's no good. Out of there is Levante Ivory. Nice bounce pass to Rob Correa. Can't get the roll. And up court to Petty's. Dillingham, he'll fire. He's not shy. He's not hitting down here on the home side. 0 for 2 from 3. Petty's left-handed shooter. The pass from Dillingham. Correa faked the pass to Ivory. He has his shot blocked by Zanders. Zanders will go the full length of the court. This is street basketball now. Petty's gets the bucket to go. Might have been 6 fouls on that up and back. None called. 46-33. Ball State 13-point lead. Johnny Lynn is not happy about how the offense is being run right here. Ivory's going to drive and fade away. His shot is no good. Rebound to Petty's from Springfield High School, Springfield, Tennessee. Made famous by Carter Waltz of the Vol State baseball team. It's a proud yellow jacket. Spin move by Zanders working in the lane. Kicks out to Hannah for 3. No good. Tap no good. Rebound by Petty's. Back up and off the glass and in. A couple buckets for Tony Petty's. Inside to John Lloyd working on Stovall. Fakes left, goes right off the glass, no good. And Lloyd almost nonchalantly picks up the loose ball. Rob Correa just got hammered and the ball's out of bounds. Correa's wondering why in the world. He's been hacked about 3 times down there. He's going to come over and have a seat on the bench. Talk to his teammates about it. Cooper Harris, Jaden Nesbitt check back in the ball game. So John Lloyd, Nesbitt, Groves, Wilson, and Harris, the 5 for Ball State. Dillingham, Zanders, Hannah, Petty's, and Clark, the 5 for Motlow State. Petty's has his shot blocked by John Lloyd. It'll be Vol State basketball, Motlow State basketball with 18 on the shot clock. Make sure all my cameras are working. In the far corner is Dillingham. He gives it up to Zanders. I want to call him Xander. Out to Dillingham. He does not shoot the 3. Drives to the basket. Has his shot blocked again. And the pass goes to nobody all the way down court. It would go out of bounds, but I thought that it was touched on the at the far court. But they're going to give Vol State the basketball with 20 seconds on the shot clock in their offensive area. Cooper Harris to Willie Wilson into Groves, and he's going to get another one off the glass and in. Taylor Groves with 9 in the half. Anthony Hannah gives it up to Roth Clark. Now out to Zanders. His 3 is in and out. Rebound to Jaden Nesbitt. Has it knocked away, but now up to Willie Wilson. Wilson's going to push it out in the corner. Cooper Harris interior to Nesbitt. His shot is strong. Now Petty's right into the chest of John Lloyd's going to pick up another foul for Lloyd. Yes, that is got 3 for John Lloyd, and at the line after shoestring monster gets, I believe that's Tony Petty's. Petty's, Petties, freshman from Springfield, Tennessee at the line, a little strong on the first free throw attempt. Both teams 2 for 4 in the first half at the line. Akil King checks in for Jaden Nesbitt. King playing in, I'm not sure if those are glasses or goggles. First time I've seen him with those. 0 for 2 from the line goes Petty's. Taylor Groves tracks down the loose ball. Coming up on 14 and a half minutes to go in the ball game. King with the screen. Groves drives to the basket, hesitation move, draws the foul, can't get the bucket to go. Petty's will pick up his first personal. They say his second, I've got him with 1, but they're the official down there. I'm not. Taylor Groves at the line for 2 shots, and he misses the first. 0 for 3 in the ball game. As much as he gets to the free throw line, he is going to have to knock down free throws. He hits that one. $19 in the game, unofficially for Taylor Groves, averaging 14.7. Adam Olds in the ball game, being guarded by Cooper Harris. Olds, a freshman from Arlington. Nearly stolen from Zanders. He's going to stop and pop for 3. No good. Rebound to Roth Clark, and Willie Wilson's going to pick up the foul. A little over aggressive, about 35 feet away from the basket. And Wilson picks up his second. On the shot clock. Interior, sorry about that, and Adam Olds, nice pass. Thought I had the wrong camera angle there. Cooper Harris gives it up to Akil King at the elbow. His shot is short, tapped by Willie Wilson, no good. No shot by Lloyd, no good. Rebound comes to Taylor Groves, former Ole Miss football player, taking some contact here from Xavier Zanders. Willie Wilson gets some contact and misses. Ends up on the floor. Adam Olds ends up with the basketball. Tony Petty's spots up for 3. It's good. He has 7 in the half. And the lead down to 9 for the Pioneers. Groves tried to get around Zanders, and now Groves and Zanders having a little chat. And Groves will come out of the ball game. Rob Correa checks in. Levante Ivory also in. Need one more player. Groves says, I'll stay in, and he does. 12:52 on the clock. Olds splits the double team. Petty's jumps and throws the ball off of Groves out of bounds. 18 on the shot clock. 49-40. Ball State only 10 points in the half. In 7 minutes and 20 seconds of play. Petty's triple teamed. Now double teamed. He gets through it, but throws it right to Rob Correa. Correa can't get the control of it. 3-point shot by Olds at the buzzer. Good. It's only a 2-point shot, though. Had to step inside. Harris looking for Nesbitt inside, and Hannah will be called for the foul over the back. Ball State inbounding underneath their own basket with a 7-point lead. 12:08 to go in the half, or in the ball game. Correa wide open, right-handed layup is good. Rob picks up his first bucket of the ball game. The left-handed shooter, one Coming at it with the right hand there. Sanders gets by a couple Pioneers. Putback is no good. Nesbitt thought that Groves was the only person to his right. Instead, Sanders was coming up the lane, and Nesbitt didn't see him in his peripheral vision. Taylor Stovall to the scorer's table to check in for Hannah. 52-40 or 51-42. Groves working on Sanders, the left hand, high off the glass, no good. Foul's called. It's going to be after the shot. They're going to give Groves the shot. I contend if Groves makes that bucket, they're not going to call that foul. But once he doesn't make the bucket, they go ahead and give the foul to the trailing defender, and that is Xavier Zanders. It's his first foul of the game, and Groves back at the line. It's the first of two. It's now 2 for 5 from the free throw strike. And he gets another one. Willie Wilson will check in for Groves, who leaves with 21 points unofficially. I believe that leads all scorers. State back to an 11-point lead with 11:25 to go in the game. Keeper Harris now on Zanders. Down in the corner to Olds, to the lane. Stovall has it. Been camped out in there a while. 3-point shot is good by Zanders. Willie Wilson working the right side. Now over to the Levante Ivory. Nesbitt, he's going to drive on Stovall, get to the block, and now kick out to Harris. Cooper Harris drives back out to Wilson. 11 on the shot clock. Willie's going to drive, go right to the rim, and he's going to throw it off of, or go to the baseline, throw it off of Olds. It'll be out of bounds. Fall State, but only 5 on the shot clock. Go inside to Nesbitt. He gets it up off the glass, and it's off the rim, but no good. Stovall with the rebound. Holds that to Zanders as Nesbitt was closing out on him. Now over to Clark as that ball knocked out of his hand. Levante Ivory thought he got all ball, but Aaron Denton said no. That is the first foul. They're going to say that Clark was going to go up for the shot, so he will be at the line for 2. He has not scored yet today. Misses that free throw. Coming off the bench, Cannon Hale. Redshirt freshman transfer from Cumberland University. Hometown guy for Vol State from Gallatin, Tennessee. Nathan Dillingham checks in. Anthony Hannah's going to have to wait for the shooter. Checking out Tony Petty's. One for 2 at the line is Roth Clark. Roth as in Roth IRA. Folks, as a retired man, hit your IRAs hard. Makes a difference. A little financial advice there. Levante Ivory's looking for a seam. Instead, he gets a shot block from Jaden Nesbitt. Trying to get a handle on the loose ball. Has the ball hit right on the end line. And it'll be a turnover to Motlow State, looking for their first win of the year. They're 0-6, 0-2 in the conference. Taylor Groves checks in for Ivory. Zanders getting a lot more touches here in the second half, seems like. Cannon Hale saw it in the air, but had nothing that he could do. Sanders feeling it now. That's his second three ball. Had one in the point in the first half. And it's like a minefield. Taylor Groves just went right through a minefield. He and Sanders are talking to each other after every play. Sanders shot wild. Rebound to Correa. I don't know why I keep calling him Correa, because I called him that all last year. Hale to Correa, has it knocked out. 14 on the shot clock. 9:04 on the game clock now. Into Nesbitt, one-on-one. Turns now, he's got three on him. His shot no good. Tap out to Willie Wilson, who drives to the rim and gets the floater to go. Willie picks up his first bucket of the second half. He has 6. Adam Olds, a couple stutter steps, looked like a travel as he jump stopped. Dillingham fakes a three on Cannon Hale. The turnaround drive is good for Dillingham. That's his first bucket of the second half. It's been a while. He had 4 3-pointers quickly in the first half. Has not scored since until that runner in the lane. And Hale has not gotten loose. See, give and go to Nesbitt. Nesbitt with the turnaround. Shot no good. Rebound to Motlow State, but their pass up court. Little volleyball action there on the beach, and it gets knocked out of bounds. It'll be Vol State basketball. John Lloyd checks in for Jaden Nesbitt. 7:58 on the game clock. 6-point lead for Vol State. Groves with the up and under, can't get it to go. Out of there is Sanders, and an alley-oop, no good, but the putback by Hannah is no good. Correa up court. Cannon Hale's going to go to the rim, or go to the basket. He gets the runner to go on the Euro step and the foul. So Hale picks up his first bucket of the ball game, and it's not a three-pointer, so that's what you guessed. That was wrong. Adam Olds, I believe, picked up that foul. Hale misses the free throw. Picks up his dribble and gives it up to Stovall. A little too much pressure there by Correa. Picks up his third foul. Cooper Harris. Jersey Mike sub in for Cannon Hale on defense. Cannon Hale, a three-point specialist, but not been able to get that shot off here in this ball game. Adam Olds can't find anybody, and that's going to be 5-second violation. Turnover to the Pioneers with an 8-point lead and 7:23 on the game clock. We're at Copper Weld Arena on the campus of Motlow State Community College in Tullahoma, Tennessee, the home of Brody Melton, and as I found out, his younger sister Lily Melton, who plays for the Columbia State Chargers in basketball. Brody, former Ball State baseball player, now playing at Milligan. John Lloyd gives it up to Taylor Groves, and he gets the dipsy-do and a bucket too. 16 in the half for Taylor Groves, 25 unofficially for the game for the freshman. And John Lloyd reaches in and picks up his fourth foul of the ball game. Team 6, so one more, and the Bucks are at the free throw line. Jade Patrick, the interim head coach, calling out a play. Nathan Dillingham right in front of him. gives it up to Isaiah Breeden. Now over to Petties. Now to Zanders. He wants that three. Dillingham is quick, and he's got another spin move. This one's short. Groves with the rebound. Sees Willie Wilson, who gets fouled on the drive. Bucket does not go down, but Zanders picks up the harm. Willie Wilson at the free throw line. His first time there tonight, and drops down the first. 7 points for Willie. Averaging 8.2, 70% free throw shooter. Came in 7 for 10 in the first 6 games. And misses the second. Rebound to Tony Petties. Now in the front court. Roth Clark pulls it out, being guarded way away from the basket. That had to have been a foul. No foul called. Roth Clark's going to dribble it out of bounds as he was double teamed by Cooper Harris and Jaden Nesbitt. Ball State basketball with an 11-point lead coming up on 6 minutes to play. Groves goes right through and to the basket. Picks up another foul, does not get the bucket to go, but Isaiah Breeden fouls Groves, who is back at the charity stripe. 3 for 6, 4 for 7 for Taylor Groves. Got that email address up there if you want to join the show. Try to spin another plate. In and out. Harris could not get that rebound. Groves couldn't get the free throw to go. Adam Olds being guarded by Groves. Now double team Nesbitt and Groves. And Groves going to take it right away from him. Underneath the basket, he's going to get fouled again. He gets the ball up off the glass, but it will not go in. Taylor Groves going to be one tired young man on the bus ride home after this ball game. Olds with his third foul, and 50% free throw shooter on the afternoon is Taylor Groves, off the front of the rim and in. And we need another towel. Where is Justin McKinney when you need him? All-world trainer for Vol State. He is not here to wipe up the floor. He's okay to do that. He doesn't want to work on guys. He doesn't want them to get injured. If they get injured, he'll work on them. Groves 2 for 2. Johnny Lynn sporting his nice fresh haircut in his second year at Vol State. With a smile on his face, up by 14 with 5.5 minutes to go. Tony Petties gives it up to Roth Clark, being guarded by Levante Ivory. 15 on the shot clock. Anthony Hanna drives on Groves. Gets to the rim. His shot no good. Rebound to Motlow State. That's Petties with the shot, and he draws the foul. Jaden Nesbitt picks up his first foul of the ball game. Tony Petties at the line for 2. It's his first free throw to go. Willie Wilson will replace Rob Correa. He's the Jersey Mike sub. Located right across the street from Fall State's eastern entrance at 940 Memory Lane. Go in there and tell them you're a Fall State sports enthusiast. Next shot is missed. Wilson directing traffic. Quick as a cat, gives it up to Levante Ivory. Also pretty quick. Willie Wilson's the fastest guy on the court whenever he gets on it. Levante or Taylor Groves, three-pointer, no good. Up court to Petties, and a steal by Ivory. but he can't get it to a Pioneer, and Dillingham with the one-handed runner. Petties picks up the foul on Ivory at midcourt. They've got Petties with 3, so I'll mark it as 3 in my book. That's 8 team fouls, so Levante Ivory will go to the charity stripe for 1 in the bonus. And the first one is up and good. He's 2 for 2 at the stripe. Third leading scorer for Vol State at 9.8 points a game, 72% free throw shooter, gets 2, and John Lloyd will check in for Ivory. Let him play a little defense. 67-54, 13-point lead, 4.5 minutes coming up before the final buzzer goes off. Anthony Hanna's going to drive right at Jaden Nesbitt's going to draw the foul. Bucket does not go in. No, John Lloyd's going to get the foul. I thought Nesbitt was on him, and that's going to be 5 on John Lloyd. Levante Ivory will check in for Lloyd, who finishes unofficially with 6 points all in the first half. Cannon Hale coming to the scores table to check in, but they're going to have him wait. Hanna cashes in on the first free throw. It's 13 unofficially. He's from Nassau, Bahamas. That's where Dayon Subaran is from. 2 for 2 at the stripe. Taylor Groves. No pressure coming across the timeline. 4:15, you would have thought there'd been some pressure. Down by 11. Jaden Nesbitt gets in the lane, under 2. Ivory could not get that shot off quick enough. Up court to Tony Petties, and he lays it in for 2. All his points have come in the second half. He has 10. Ivory being guarded by Petties. Gets a screen by Jaden Nesbitt, starts to step back. Nice soft pass to Nesbitt, now out to Cannon Hale. Levante Ivory right down the gullet and can't get the layup to go. But he's going to get a nickel and dime foul there. Ivory will pick up his second foul, and he'll go to the bench. Cooper Harris checks in. And back to the line go the Motlow State Bucks with 3:33 on the clock, and now only down by 9. First one is no good by Clark. Foul going to be on Hanna. We're going to go the other way. And Vol State will shoot free throws.
Groves.
He makes his first. And makes his second. 69-58, Vol State leads. 3.5 minutes to go. Spin move by Hanna. Can't get by Groves, gives it up to Petties. He's going to drive, get into the lane, back out, be blocked by Taylor Groves. Up court to Willie Wilson. Now cross court to Cannon Hale for 3. No good. Hale cannot follow. And Nathan Dillingham comes up with the basketball. He's going to drive. Cooper Harris in the trailing position. The rebound off the missed shot by Stovall. His shot's no good. More volleyball action. Jaden Nesbitt gets it out of there to Willie Wilson, who gets it up court. Cannon Hale, maybe a little gun shy, does not fire from 3 in the corner. Pulls it out. Ball State with 18 on the shot clock, up by 11. Groves, he's going to push Cannon Hale now for 3, in and out. Cannon Hale can't buy a bucket. Roth Clark Goes to the lane, draws the foul, misses the shot. Groves with the personal, that's his third. And Clark will go to the line where he's 1 for 3. Make it 1 for 4. Quiet in the gym. Rebound by Tony Petty's high off the glass. He misses, but he's going to get a foul on, I believe that's going to be on Nesbitt. Nesbitt picks up his second. Both teams will be in the double bonus from now on. 2 minutes, 21 seconds to go in the ball game. Petty's drops one just over the front of the rim. 1 for 5 at the free throw stripe. All his points in the second half. 11 make it 12. Motlow State not out of it yet, down by 9. Coming up on 2 minutes to play in the contest. Groves gives it up to Cooper Harris, being guarded by Anthony Hanna. Ball State taking a little bit of air out of this now. Lamonte Ivory picks up his dribble, gives it up to Willie Wilson. He can get a shot when he wants. And his pass is stolen by Hanna. Groves doesn't stop him, and 2 points for Hanna. Unofficially 16 for Anthony Hanna, averaging 14.3 points per game. Down by 7. State has struggled after having halftime leads. Lamonte Ivory is going to go right to the rim. He will not get the foul called. Does not hit the rim. As I think they reset the shot clock, but they shouldn't have. The ball did not get to the rim. They are having a discussion. It was at 9. It was at 9. If they want to see it on the replay, I guess I could call it, but be a timeout call. They want to put 4 seconds back up on the shot clock, but a timeout is called. That'll give us a chance to get another player spotlight. This player spotlight will be, let's see who we got. Cooper Harris, redshirt sophomore, 6'3", 190-pound guard from Gallatin, Tennessee, formerly Goodyear, Arizona. He's the son of Rick and Amy Harris, brother to Sammy and Haley. He wants to be a firefighter. He's a general studies major at Vol State. Hello to Grandma Bobo in Cherry Hill, New Jersey. Papa Mays and Grandma Jeannie in Camarillo, California, or as they say in Espanol, Camarillo, California. Cooper Harris. Player Spotlight brought to you by High Point Health Sumner. It'll be Vol State basketball underneath their own basket with 4 seconds on the shot clock. Taylor Groves to inbound. Lamonte Ivory is wide open underneath. He gets a shot up and barely hits the rim, and it goes in for 2. It's Ivory's first field goal of the second half. Hanna will give it up to Zanders. His shot off the side of the backboard. Block shot by Nesbitt. Another block by Nesbitt. Trying to pull the ball out of there, and he's going to be tied up. But it'll be Vol State basketball. Trying to see on the scoreboard where it says that, but maybe they have an arrow down, and it'll be another timeout, I believe, for Vol State. Greg Law is checking with the officials to see where the basketball will be taken out. It will be underneath the basket, 94 feet away, I believe, from the Vol State hoop. 50.6 seconds on the game clock for the Pioneers, up by 9, trying to pick up their second conference victory of the year. Taylor Groves, a monster game, as he has got to count up all these. He's got 8 free throws. He's got 21 points in the second half. I believe 30 points unofficially in the ball game for Taylor Groves. Last game he was 0 for 6 from the three-point arc. Full court pressure broken by Groves. He will pull the air out now. See if Motlow State wants to be aggressive. Cooper Harris, before the double team comes, gives it up. Now he has it back. He's going to drive to the basket, and he's going to get clobbered. Tried to get it up and off the glass, but I think that foul was on Nathan Dillingham. Cooper Harris at the free throw line for 2, misses the first. Checking in the ball game for the first time, Hamilton Page getting in for defense. Let's see who's going to come out. Levante Ivory is going to come out. Rob Correa also in the ball game. Harris rims that in and out. Hannah is going to go length of the court, miss. Taylor Groves up court to Rob Correa. He's going to go high and into the bucket. Rob Correa can get up and put a circle on that one for Correa on the slam dunk to put the game away. Anthony Hannah, the tip goes to Stovall. No timeouts left, I'm guessing. 3.6, and Rob Correa will dribble it out, and Vol State will take the 71-64 victory. Make it 73. They just now put up on the scoreboard. I'll check my numbers and see if that's right. Vol State gets their second conference victory and move to 3-4 on the season overall. Motlow State falls to 0-7 overall and 0-3 in conference play. Vol State with a victory in the men's game and in the women's game, win the doubleheader. I'll take a quick break and be right back with some official or unofficial stats after this short break. You're listening to the Vol State Sports Network. Tim Reese back on the Vol State Sports Network, where the Pioneers have just defeated the Bucks of Motlow State 73-64. Unofficial stats for Motlow State, leading scorers are Anthony Hanna and Nathan Dillingham, 16 apiece. 12 for Tony Pettis, 8 for Taylor Stovall, 7 for Xavier Zanders, 4 for Adam Olds, and 1 for Roth Clark, for a total of 64. For the Pioneers, Taylor Groves goes off 30 points. I believe that's the most by a Pioneer this year. He had 21 of those in the second half. 11 each for Jaden Nesbitt and Levante Ivory, 7 for Willie Wilson, 6 for John Lloyd, 4 points for Rob Correa, and Cooper Harris and Cannon Hale with 2 points apiece, for a total of 73 points. We'll be back at home on Monday night. The full production staff, A.J. Fawson and crew, Tamira Dreer, Freddie Miller, Catherine Nixon, Paris Howard, Gloria Taylor, Aaron Smith, Sarah Carson, Peyton Tripp have been on the production staff on the home games, and I sure do appreciate them, especially after being the one-man band now, having to run these cameras, and I apologize, folks, for not being able to do that as well as I would like to, but hopefully if we get a chance to do this again, I'll have some help along the way. But I have a lot of help on Monday, maybe even get Garrett Bruce back on the with the headset. But a big shout out for Christian Lynn for helping me out on our frozen cameras today, and appreciate him sending texts this way and helping out. So basically you were the producer director of the show, Christian Lynn, so the head softball coach for Vol State. And it's a Lynn production, as head coach Johnny Lynn gets the Vol State's third win of the year, second in conference play. For athletic director Bobby Hudson and head coach Johnny Lynn, this is Tim Reese saying so long, God bless you. Thanks for listening to the Vol State Sports Network. We'll talk to you on Monday night.